Hi guys, here doing my lesson analysis on engaging students in direct instruction. The instructional model that this teacher exhibited was the direct instruction model. She was lecturing and questioning her students. In the lecturing part, she told students exactly what they needed to know and gave them all of the information necessary to complete their research projects. And then questioning, she took breaks in between her lectures to ask them questions, get them to write things down, get them to talk to each other, just kind of get their brains working a little more than just sitting and listening. Her lesson engagement, I really loved how engaged all of her students were. I heard laughing. There were students finding pop culture references in these older music lesson plans. They were taking notes. They had pages full of notes, and they were able to answer questions. They were thinking out loud. They were thinking together. They were thinking in writing. They were just able to get their thoughts out in productive ways. Strengths of the lesson. I really like that she used questions to break up the lecture. This way students can't really tune out. They have to sit, listen, and then engage their brains and think about what they have been learning and respond in some way. I also really liked the writing to learn. I've always been a writer myself, so writing kind of comes naturally to me, but it doesn't come naturally to some people. So writing to learn, she is helping her students learn how to get their ideas out on paper, and it's in a safe environment. They don't have to feel like anyone's judging their answers. They're not getting graded. It's just to help them learn. I also really liked that she did group engagement. She had students sitting in groups of 3 or 4. They were all facing each other rather than facing the front of the room. And some of the questions she asked them to talk to their group about, and so they could sit there, talk, work out what they were trying to think through these questions, all kinds of different stuff like that. And then I also like that she did do one-on-one engagement. She did ask a question and then asked a specific student to answer that question. This way she is able to gauge student learning without them feeling pressured or graded or any of that scary stuff that we run into in classes. My recommendations and justifications. One of my recommendations would be to slow down the lesson. Maybe give the students more than one class period to absorb all of this information. She went through, I believe it was 50 years of music education in just one class period. That just doesn't seem like long enough to me. I would want my students to have that little bit of extra time to get a deeper understanding and to be able to engage more with the music. I did, however, really appreciate that she gave her class time for research. She has set aside 2 weeks of class time for the students to work on their research projects. By allowing them to work on it in class, she's made it so that her students don't feel isolated. They can ask for help at any time. They can come to her. They can talk to their peers. They can just kind of work things out. And that really helps students to feel supported and not to feel like teachers are just there to give them assignments, give them a grade, and go home. Alright guys, there's my reference page. Thanks so much for watching.